What's up guys, Venny here bringing you a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing a top 5 formations. You know, that's what my channel's about really. That's where I'm getting the most views, the most interactions, and what you guys like to see from me and giving my opinion about is the formation guys. So that is why I'm bringing you the top 5 formations quite early on in FIFA. I want to give you an idea what to use right at the start, because there's going to be some formations that are going to be better than others, especially if you could grind and draft. You want to know what formations to pick, what's going to give you the best results. But before we go any further in the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the subscription bell so you get notifications when I bring out a video what's live and whatnot. But let's get into the video now and let's see what formations are the ones for you guys to pick. I'm not going to do custom tactics, but I will give you certain instructions to use on each one. So we're going to start off with the 4-4-2. What I'm finding with FIFA 20 is that the things what are working right now are absolutely blitzing people. So the 2 striker formations right now are the key, because then you just do like a 1-2 between these two, make one of them run out, LBY over the top, even just through ball them. Because defending right now is really difficult, and there's quite a big skill gap right now. So when you go and do your drafts and whatnot, go for quick, pacey players and just absolutely blitz people. Just 1-2 it, play it down the line with RBYs and whatnot, R1 triangles if you're on PlayStation. I think 4-4-2 is definitely up there, but what makes this formation so good is not that you're just going through the middle. You've got your right mid and left mid, so if you're getting a little bit too cramped in the middle, the guy's picking up in your playstyle, he's covering up these, you've got the right mid and left mid making direct runs on the Y, so you can cut down the wing, play a sweaty pass across the line, you know, across the goal even. So, and then also you've got 2 centre mids who are going to be your generals in midfield. You want people, to be honest, quite defensive minded, but also be able to shoot, because centre mids as a set formation base is like they're quite attacking, so you want to have quite defensive minded players. But the instructions you would do, as I mentioned, I'm not going to show you custom tactics because right now I'm just using balance on everything, but you want to use like stay back while attacking and cover centre on these two, so you're never in trouble really, like getting countered quick. Maybe even put a comeback on your wingers if you want, but your counter attacks won't be that effective. But like last year, it used to be all about like bringing everyone come back. Right now, that's not the wave. I don't think it might be the wave in a couple months, but right now you just want to be quick, hit them counter attacks real fast. So other instructions you could use is cut inside and getting behind on your wingers, or just even have them just in getting behind. So you're having them direct runs down the line, just trying to beat their wing backs and whatnot. Other instructions to stay back while attacking on the right back and left backs. For me, this is a must, because I hate being countered, and that is what FIFA 20 is right now. Just counter attack pace everywhere. So yeah, stay back on these two, so you're very stable at the back. You're not going to get countered too much, because this formation is very, I say, attacking minded, very attacking based. Going into the next formation, we're going to go to the narrow formation, which I think is the best formation right now in FIFA 20. This is narrow and 4-3-1-2. They're basically the same formation, but obviously one's got a CDM and one hasn't. What makes this so good though is the fact that, you know, in FIFA 15 and FIFA FIFA 16 is that you used to be able to just blitz people 1-2 narrow, just blitz and just 1-2 through balls non-stop. That is what this formation is back to doing. We had a little bit of a struggle in FIFA 19 with narrow, but this year it is the formation, I'm not going to lie to you. So I definitely recommend going narrow. I think it's going to be the main formation right off the start for a lot of players. Especially if you're fast attacking, it's not really a formation you can go slow on, but obviously there was some pros what make this work at playing a slower style, like Razak and Tass, who, you know, have had great success playing narrow. But for me, 4-2-3-1 is if you want to play a little bit slower. Narrow is if you want to go faster. And what instructions you would use? Instructions you would use are getting behind on the 2 strikers, because you just want to absolutely blitz people. Stay forward on your cam, and then you just absolutely just counter the hell out of people. Get the ball deep, obviously. You got a CDM covering here. I would say cut passing lane right now, by the way. If you have CDMs, put cut passing lanes on, because if they cover the lane even slightly and you switch to the player at the right time, it is ridiculous. Obviously, cover center on your CDMs and whatnot. I'm not a fan of the cover wing things. I think it just leaves your team too exposed through the middle, and that's where most people attack. So you could even use balanced on your right back and left back, but I'm not really too keen on that. As I mentioned earlier, I like to have stay back so I'm not getting countered too much. And there is a new instruction you can do in attack and support. It's drop between the defenders. So what happens when you're attacking, your CDM will fill in as basically like a third centre back, and that's why people are using balance on the right back and left back, because basically your team basically like goes like a three at the back into like right wing back and left wing backs, and it's super effective, to be honest with you. I see Kurt use it quite a lot, but for me I just use stay back, not like trying to experiment with that too much right now. Next formation, we're going to be looking at the 4-2-2. As you can see, the theme right now is 2 striker formations. That will change into the next 2, but I feel like the 2 striker formations with a blitz passing, absolutely pacing people, it is the wave right now. So 2 strikers, 1 here, but you've got the quite a stable defense here because you've got 2 CDMs who are not going to push too far on your attack. You basically got to attack with 4 players, and then the CDMs will slowly come into the attack. But you have 4 players for the early counter. You know, that's what FIFA 20 is. It's just pure counter attacks right now, unless you play like at a slow pace. But you know, next is oh wait, actually sorry, we need to do instructions. What instructions am I going to be using? If I'm using this formation, I'm once again getting behind on the 2 strikers. I'm trying to make them run through, you know, just try and get a quick attack, getting the bots for the ram and lamb, so you have the like late runs from on the right back and left back. A lot of times, if you notice, if you're running down the right and you've got getting bots on the left, you see him creeping behind the left back, and it's like if you're doing like an RBX or like a RBA across the goal, whatever you want to do, you can get some crazy nice sweats going on there. 2 CDMs, you know, as I mentioned, cut passings and cover centre on both. They will absolutely tear up the thing. You'll be able to press pretty quick as well with the cut passing, because they're a little bit more aggressive with the lanes they've cut. So it's definitely a thing I recommend. I would say maybe even use balance on 4-2-2, because the Rhyme and Lamb are quite high up when you're in attack, so you do need the like support at the right back, but stay back is also useful once again. Going into another formation, as I mentioned, now we're going into the 1 striker formations, and this formation is my formation. I'll probably never change from the formation unless there's something ridiculously overpowered. It's the 4-2-3-1. Being quite a slow paced possession like style player, I like the shape of the 4-2-3-1. It's like real football. A lot of teams go with this shape because it's so effective in real life and it's so effective on FIFA, especially with people who park the bus. You know, you can just take your time, just make them pull out players, because you've got so many options in attack with the CDMs and the free camps and the striker. It's a quality formation for you guys to pick up on if you're a little bit more slower. I think you can go faster, and I'll show you a little instruction you could do if you want to go faster in attack, but this definitely is the formation I'm using and wanting to use off the start. I might even go narrow though, depending how I can make it work. As I mentioned, cut pass and lane and stay back on the CDMs and cover centre is the must. Stay back on right back and left back so we're not getting countered. They are probably the requirements what I need in my team. Then the cams and the striker, at the moment I'm just leaving. I might put getting behind on the striker though eventually, but at the moment I'm just leaving them because I've tried all sorts of instructions and whatnot, and none of them really suit how I want to play yet, so I'm not really too bothered about them. But as I said, if you want to play super aggressive, super quick on the counter, this is the old text style what he used to do, and he used to put stay forward on his striker and free cams, so he would always have them forward. So once you get the ball back like early, you have 4 options up top. You just do like a little dink up top to them or quick pass out, and your counter attacks will just fly. So definitely recommend even trying that, especially in draft where people are trying to get used to the game and not going to be too great. Third chance it might be a little bit of a struggle, but I definitely recommend trying that. And then the final formation in the top 5 formations right now for me is the 4-3-2-1. What makes this so good is the options you get in attack. It is absolutely ridiculous. You've got the right forward, left forward striker, and you got your 3 centre mids. And as I mentioned earlier, when you have centre mids, their natural positioning is to push up a lot more than a CDM would, as you can imagine a centre mid would compared to a CDM. So basically you're playing with like 6 people boxing tight together, because it's a very narrow formation unless you make the right forward and left forward play a little bit wider. It's a very narrow in attack, so you have plenty of options, nice 1-2 options. This is like if you want to play like a narrow but wider, I would say this is kind of like that, but you got a right forward and left forward instead of a cam and 2 strikers. But yeah, quality formation, definitely fun to use in foot draft, and probably the main formation to use in foot draft right now, because you got your right winger is Messi, who's the best player right now in FIFA 20. Left wing, you've got Neymar, and then striker, you haven't got that many options. You've got Mbappe and Ronaldo, but I completely butchered like how many people are play right wing and left wing. Like you got the Salahs, the Manes, you know, loads of other players added there. So draft formation, definitely one of the best ones to use. I'm not sure what it's going to be like for weekend league, but one of my old school favorite formations. So I'm happy this is back. Custom tactics, what I would use, not custom tactics, so just instructions right now, is stay back on the right back and left back, because the counter attacks will be lethal if you have them on balance. And then I'll probably even debate putting drop between defenders on the final centre mid, so they're a little bit more aggressive in defence, but a little bit more aggressive as like a third centre back. But you know, actually, that's probably a lie. To be honest, I'll probably just use stay back. I don't want to experiment with that thing yet, but maybe in a couple days I'll finally understand what, you know, instructions are the best. And then into the attack, it's kind of weird here, right? I like to put getting behind on right forward and left forward, and then leave the striker as like whatever it comes, because what I like to have is the right forward and left forward like running past the striker. So it's kind of like I'm still playing narrow with this, but the striker is the cam, and the right forward and left forward are basically the strikers. So that's just like a way how I play it narrow. But that will be it for the top 5 formations. There's going to be a lot more custom tactic videos coming out, like formation guys, tactics to use and why to use them, coming up in the few weeks and whatnot, once I get a bigger understanding of the game. But these are the top 5 formations right now for you guys to use in draft and whatnot. Hope you guys get some, you know, these help you get some wins in draft or games, some wins in rivals and whatnot. But that'll be it. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and peace.